Thank you everyone for joining us today for the Youth Employment Program Providers presentation for youth who are out of school. We do ask everyone to please mute your microphone and keep your camera off. This session is being recorded. If you have questions afterwards, you will be able to go into a breakout room to ask those questions, and then you can come on camera if you'd like. My name is Gavin. My pronouns are he and him. I am the Youth Employment Outreach Coordinator for Work BC in Victoria and Saanich, and I am a settler on these lands. So before we begin, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the ancestral and often unceded territories of the First Nations on whose land our Work BC catchment operates. I would like to express gratitude to the First Nations in our region, including the Lekwungen peoples, the Songhees and Esquimalt First Nations, and the Wasanik peoples, the Sartlet, Sikkim, Tsayout, Malahat, and Pocatchin First Nations for sharing their lands. Haichka, thank you. I'd also just like to ask everyone, this is going to be a safe space, so please keep it friendly and fun for all of our participants. So, often when you're young, it's hard figuring out what job is right for you and how to get that job. This is super natural. Many people go through this process, and that's why youth employment programs exist. We are funded by the Government of Canada and the Province of British Columbia to be employment service agencies to help young folks between the ages of 15 and 30 find employment. Usually these are people who aren't in education, employment, or training, but there can be some exceptions to those rules. And some of us work with youth on the younger end of 15 to 30, and some of us work with youth on the older end, but all of us work with youth within those age ranges. So Work BC, which I work for, we exist to help people find meaningful and sustainable employment. And meaningful employment is employment that you enjoy, that you can do day in, day out, and that's hopefully taking you somewhere you want to be in life. Sustainable employment is employment that meets or exceeds your cost of living so you can survive in this expensive city and hopefully have some extra money left over for the fun things in life. So Work BC are employment services for life. Case managed services offer one-to-one support to help you find and maintain employment that's right for you. You could be eligible for paid skills training, both short and long term. You could be eligible for transportation costs to look for work and the supplies or equipment you need to start a job. You also could have us pay for your wage through our wage subsidy program where employers get part of your wage paid. You still get the full payment, but it gives them more incentive to hire you on to help you build up the skills and experience you need to be successful in that job. We also have our hired virtual youth job club and are pulling together Indigenous virtual job club. We help youth with career decision making and improving their job search skills through different courses and webinars, because it can be a little bit tough to figure out where do you want to go in 3 years or 5 years from now. And improving your job search skills will make you more competitive when looking for work. We have an online platform called Career Connect with tons of job opportunities, free training, and so much more. We also do hiring events and employer information sessions. The hiring events are often youth-friendly, where employers will share their interview questions. They'll talk about all the benefits of working there and maybe give you a behind-the-scenes tour of the store. And you'll make that direct connection with an employer, which makes it easier to interview with them or follow up. With our employer information sessions, these can help you figure out different career paths open to you. We're doing one this Friday called Careers with Animals. That will be from 9 till approximately noon. We'll put the link in the chat if you want to register and come join us. And then we offer specialized supports for people with disabilities and newcomers, as well as extra outreach support to youth and Indigenous people. Finally, once we help you get a job, we stick with you for 1 year after you're employed because we know it can be difficult that in those first few months on the job, and having an expert to reach out to for support will really improve your employment process and experience. To be eligible for WorkBC services, you need to be 16 years or older. For case managed services, you have to be out of school or a part-time student, or employed less than 20 hours per week, or maybe your job isn't covering your cost of living, or you can just be unemployed. If you are a full-time student, you could be eligible for our services in your last year of school if you identify with having a disability or you've ever been in MCFD care. Don't feel like you need to memorize all of this. We can help you figure out your eligibility. All you need to register is you need a social insurance number, you need government-issued photo ID, and you need a functioning email address. The best part, all of our services are free. There is no cost to any of this. If you have questions or you want to register, you can call, text, or email me for assistance. I will put my cell number and my email in the chat. I'm also going to hang out in a breakout room after in case you wanted to ask some questions later. Thank you so much for listening. When we advertised this event, we talked about how there were going to be prize draws. So I'm going to be running the prize draws today. If you want to join the prize draw, please private message me to enter and I'll put your name in the draw that we're going to do at the end. Thank you very much. Tiffany, you're up.
Thanks, Gavin. That was really great. And I think that you said it all today, but each program is a little bit different. And so I'd love to share a little bit about ours. So my name's Tiffany Austin and I work for Beacon Community Services. And I'm part of the JETS program, which is the Youth Employment Program for people ages 15 to 30. But we'll get into that. Slide. Can we change the slide? Perfect. So what is the JETS program? We're the Jumpstart Employment Training and a Skills Training Program, and it's paid. Exciting. So we range from the ages of 15 to 30, but if you turn 31 and the program is already in action, you can still be part of our group. We're federally funded, and we really work at helping you learn the skills to find meaningful, sustainable employment. Next slide. So what we learn and what we cover here at JETS, resumes and cover letters. Obviously, we want you to have a successful job search. We're going to do some job search strategies, some interview skills. We also focus on essential skills, things that are going to help you to really tap into that work-life balance. Computer skills, some certifications that might be specialized just to you. So perhaps you need food safe or forklift, something that's going to help you. Maybe you're going to need them all. We're here to help cover the costs of that. We also have a support worker on site, a job developer, and offer a wage subsidy to make it a little bit more easier for an employer to make that match. As well, we're paid $15.20 an hour, Monday to Thursday, 10 to 4, Friday, 10 to 1, total of 23 hours that week. So you get paid for being here as if you were in a job. Next slide. So if you want more information here at JETS, our next intake is coming up at the end of November. You can call us at 778-265-2585 or email us jets@beacon.ca. But you can also go on the Beacon Community Services website and find us there under employment opportunities. Thanks so much, Gavin.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for sharing all about JETS. My name is Shazia, and I'm going to be sharing with you information about the Pathways to Professions, Trades, and Entrepreneurship program that is offered at the Victoria Immigrant Refugee Center Society. Now, you'll notice all these programs have very many similarities, and in fact, even the eligibility criteria may be very similar. What you want to do is look into programs that obviously relate directly to the needs that you have, and you'll notice that some programs have one highlight over the other. So there's lots of different amazing programs you'll hear about, and so I'd like to share with you about the P2PTE program. Next, please. So if you're a youth, currently in this situation where you feel like I'm confused about what my career path looks like. I am running to get all types of part-time jobs. Maybe I'm liking it, maybe not so. Maybe I'm not so sure if it's the right type of job for me. Or you're even running to, do some courses on the side. Or you're in school, part-time schooling, and you're pretty much in a state where you're feeling, you need some support to help you into a career-leading path. Then this program is for you. Next, please. So who is eligible for this program? Anyone under the age of 30 years old pretty much can apply to the program. As long as you're not receiving employment insurance, then you can definitely call us and check your eligibility. Before, in the past, I would say about 4 years ago, this program was open to only newcomers, but now it's pretty much open to everyone as long as you're under the age of 30 and you're able to work in Canada. So one of the things is that I noticed this program is perfect for those who have just finished high school, maybe they've just moved into the country, or even they've just finished university and they have really no idea what they want to do maybe, or even if they have an idea of what they want to do, then they just don't have the right connections or the support system that would help them get into an actual career leading job. So notice what I say here. It's not about just getting a job in this program. It's about what job can I get that is career leading for me or is directing me to the career path that I want to be in. Most importantly is being motivated, because the program is really customized to a small group of people, so just 10 people every cohort. So we're really looking for people who are really interested into delving or diving into a career path and are ready to take that step. Language level for this program is a minimum of CLB, which is your Canadian language benchmark of level 4, if you want to, absorb or understand most of the content in the program. Next, please. Next slide, please. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna. Right. So what does the program look like? Well, we have two parts to this program. There's a training part of it, which lasts for about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the cohort that you're in. And during the training, you also receive what we call a living allowance, similar to the JETS program. This one has more hours per week, so 30 to 37.5 hours a week. Again, same thing, minimum wage. And when you complete it, then you can have a bonus upon completion. After the training, you get support into getting into a quality work experience, and we hope that you would work for at least a minimum of 3 months to get that, that experience, and also to be able to see whether that's what you really like to be in that kind of a field. Of course, this quality work experience is to give you that taste of the career field that you are interested in. So example would be like if you're a person who wants to do healthcare, maybe, or you've just completed a healthcare degree, and you want to experience how it feels to work in the hospital. So we would find you a job that would give you that experience, and then obviously you can always choose to change that, because you will receive the support right after the 3 months period to continue to ensure that you can either move up or get promoted, or even find a job that's similar in another company, if that's what you need. So there's a lot of support that is provided to you during the program and even after you've completed your quality work experience. Next, please. A lot of youth ask this question. So why are you giving me all this training? Why are you providing me a living allowance and then supporting me to get a job, that I would like to do? And one of the things is, this question is simply answered by saying that this is the strategy that the government has right now for youth, which is really an amazing strategy that many people outside Canada have no opportunity of. These opportunities are very rare, I guess, outside of Canada, as I said, to get training, support, and a living allowance. So in Canada, this is a really great opportunity for youth who want to get into a career path and get that support system that they need to become successful. So that is the reason why there's absolutely no catch. You're not expected to pay the living allowance back or expected to work in a specific place for a specific amount of time. It's just a support system that is designed specifically for youth to become successful in the Canadian workforce. And in fact, it's actually advantageous or to the whole economy. Next, please. So another question that you'd ask is, what exactly am I going to learn in the employment training? Well, there's so much to learn. Apart from, what types of jobs that are available here in Victoria, also learning about how you can understand your rights in the employment, understand simple things which you wouldn't get to learn if you are in a class, in a school setting, for example, right? So even as simple as, if I want to leave a job, what's the best professional way to leave a job, right? And so there are many opportunities to learn about lifelong learning, including how to find jobs that are related to what you want to do in the future. So they also include some short-term courses as well and certifications. Next, please. Apart from the employment skills training, there's also the entrepreneurship skills training, which helps those youth who are interested in starting a business and how to understand the process to register a business here in Canada, particularly here in Victoria, and everything that goes with the starting a business and mentorship that follows after the training. Next, please. So I myself have worked with the program since the beginning 5 years ago, and I have witnessed over 100 youth who have participated in this program and become very successful. So far, I've seen at least 85% of our clients who have secured a career-leading job. It could be clients who have completed PhDs, master programs, bachelor degrees, high school diplomas, or even have just done simple trainings in their life and have come to Canada as newcomers and maybe just want to start a career path here. On the other hand, we have seen some of them, after the training, they prefer to go back to school, but at least they have a solid plan of their education, and others even have started businesses. So I've witnessed this, and it has been much easier for me to be able to genuinely share this experience with the youth who are interested in delving into a career path here in Canada. Next, please. So when and where these classes are currently conducted online right now because of COVID, but we do have some in-person orientations, and sometimes we bring the students together, but for the most part it's online. We have 10 participants, as I said, for each cohort, and our next cohort starts on December 2nd. So if you're interested, please feel free to contact us. Next, please. My contact information is here. You can take a screenshot, but I'll also put it in the chat box. And again, I wish you all the best in choosing the right youth employment program for you. I'm sure you'll be able to find some amazing information in this workshop. Thank you again.
Hello everyone, my name is Anna, coming from the Intercultural Association, which is a settlement organization here in Victoria that helps immigrants and refugees settle into the country. We are an organization that has been doing our work for over 50 years, and this employment program is a small part of our work. I am part of the employment department, and I'm here to introduce a program for immigrant youth. So everything that I will talk about today is for immigrant youth or people who have been brought up in an immigrant family. So even if you didn't immigrate yourself, but your parents did, then you would be available to participate in our program. Thank you. Next. So this program is for anyone who is currently not attending school full-time, who is unemployed, or if you are employed, but you are precariously employed. And what that means is that perhaps you're in a job that is part-time, or is not paying you enough, or is not related to the career of your choosing. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're not comfortable, you're not happy, you're not being valued, what we call underemployed, then this is a program that could work for you. Most importantly, we are looking for youth who are available to attend classes 30 hours per week. So this program runs for 8 weeks, and it runs from Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So we really need someone who is available during this time. We have had participants in the past who have held part-time jobs in the afternoons and evenings. So it is possible, but for the most part, we're looking for youth who are available to commit to classes. Next, thank you. So I'll quickly touch over the program overview so that you can see a little bit of what we talk about and see if it's a good fit for you. Thank you. We'll start with the program components. Next. And during the 8 weeks of employability skills training, we talk about everything from the beginning, starting with how to write a resume, how to write a cover letter, how to even find jobs in Canada. And then towards the end of the program, we become a little more specialized. So we're able to offer specialized training for whatever your career of choosing is. We have participants who are interested in all sorts of different topics. So we had participants take courses in Photoshop, in computer science, in medical terminology, et cetera, et cetera. We are really interested in making the program as personalized as possible so that you can be supported in whatever your employment career is. Apart from myself and my co-facilitator, there's 2 of us. We, like I said, we're part of a larger employment team department within ICA, and there are 13 members of that department, and all of those members are available to help you in your career goals. So you, by joining ICA, you're really joining a bigger team of people who, like I said, have been doing this for a very long time and have strong roots in the community. Most importantly, the highlight of the program is that your participation is paid. So during your time in the classroom, you will get paid for your time, and we will provide counseling and employment one-on-one support even after you finish the program. So there's really a lot of opportunities for you to feel supported in your career goals. Thank you. Next. So we will go over all the essential skills, all the soft skills, all the job search skills. But apart from that, we really want to make sure that you leave this program feeling empowered to work in Canada. And so we also branch out into other topics. So we bring in speakers from the Canada Revenue Agency, CRA. We're going to introduce you what it's like to pay taxes in Canada. We also bring in members of our First Nation community to introduce what the community is around the Vancouver Island area. We also bring in our partners from VICR, the Counseling Center for Immigration and Refugees, so that you can also learn what it's like to take care of yourself as an immigrant in a new country. So we go way beyond just employment skills because we really want to make sure that when you leave the program, you feel supported and with all the skills that you need in order to be successful. Thank you. Next. This is a very quick overview of what the program looks like. So we begin with skills training and employment preparation, and then we focus on work experience and on-the-job training. We're able to provide some wage subsidies so that you get to try jobs and see if it's a good fit for you. After that, we hope that you obtain sustainable employment or substantive education. So this is a very important highlight of our program. If you feel like continuing education is a path for you, then that's also something that we're able to support. So it doesn't necessarily have to be employment related. And like I said, we will continue to follow up with you months after the program, and you'll still have access to all of our services. By becoming a member of our Game Changer program, you also become a client of ICA, the organization in general, which has many employees who will be able to support you in all areas, not only employment, but settlement as well. Thank you. Next. So we do an ongoing intake. We have several cohorts starting every 3 months throughout the year. Right now, we're currently on our 9th edition of our cohort, and our following one is going to start in the new year. I would recommend anyone who is interested to reach out to us, and then we can book an appointment to see when would be the best time for you to join our program. I would also really encourage you to go visit our website. On our website, we have a couple videos where participants have talked about their experiences in the program. And so you can hear from other participants who were once in your shoes what it's like to be here. I will be available during a breakout room session Q&A after this presentation. So anyone who thinks they fit any of these criteria and would like to know more about the program, then I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Anna. So my name is Emily Jackson. I use she, her pronouns, and I am here to talk about the Access Work program at CanAssist at the University of Victoria. So next slide. So what is Access Work? So Access Work is a work experience program assisting adults 19 and older in the Greater Victoria area who identify as having either a disability or a mental health challenge find meaningful paid work experience. So job coaches help participants navigate the challenges of finding and keeping employment and assist them with mastering tasks to achieve independence and contribute to the workplace. Next slide. So we have a person-centered approach here at CanAssist, and we know that people with disabilities bring a diverse range of skills, qualifications, and experiences to the workplace, but they continue to face multiple social and work-related barriers that make it harder to find and keep jobs. And so we know that there's still a long way to go to ensure that folks with disabilities get equitable access to employment opportunities and can flourish in the Canadian workplace, and that's why we are here to help. Next slide. So who can take part in the Access Work program? So any individuals who self-identify as having a disability or a mental health challenge and are experiencing barriers to finding and retaining employment, and that's employment that you enjoy and you find meaningful. You must be legally entitled to work in Canada. And we will also be running an Indigenous focused cohort come the spring. And so registration for that cohort specifically is now open. Next slide. So why would you want to join Access Work? So we will help you in identifying what supports you might require to succeed and support you in requesting accommodations if needed. We will mediate with employers to make sure that all parties are set up for success. We know that sometimes people are interested in accessing accommodations in the workplace, but they might not even know what accommodations might help them or might be available to them. And so that's why our staff is there to help you work through that process. Yeah, next slide. So how to participate. So you can fill out the application form at accesswork.ca. And then you will attend an expression of interest meeting and learn more about the Access Work program. And then you can identify whether the program is a good fit for you. So filling out the form at accesswork.ca, that doesn't necessarily mean that you've committed to the program. It's just to schedule a meeting with one of our staff. If you do decide that the program is a good fit for you, you will get matched with a job coach who will help you identify your strengths, interests, and challenges and support needs. You will receive many valuable resources and will be able to join employment preparation workshops. And so we are really able to go around your schedule. If you want to meet on a certain day of the week or in the evenings, we can definitely accommodate that. And similar to lots of other programs here, you will get paid for your time working with your job coach. The next step is that you will apply for positions that interest you, and then you will hopefully accept a position that you are interested in. And then you can receive optional on-site job coaching if you like. Next slide. So wage subsidies. So we are able to pay our participants for taking part in our workshops, trainings, and job coaching sessions. So this includes things like first aid, food safe, forklift training, those kinds of things. We can both pay for those trainings as well as pay you to take part in the trainings. And we know that for businesses hiring a new employee, training can be an intensive process, and we want employers to be in a position where they can provide you the best employment experience and support as possible. We are able to offer businesses a wage subsidy to support the first 12 weeks of your position. Next slide. So Access Work. So if you identify as having a disability or a mental health challenge and are experiencing barriers to employment, you can take part in Access Work, a program that will give you the tools for long-term success. So you can apply at accesswork.ca. I'll put our website, our email, and then my contact information in the chat. Next slide. yeah, so here you go. Again, this is my name and title. That's my personal email there. You can either call me at that number or you can text me. And then you can visit our website as well if you would like, but I'll put it all in the chat as well. Next slide, but I think that's my last slide. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Emily. Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Collins, and my pronouns are she, her. I'm here to talk to you a little bit about our program, Island Ops. Next slide, please. So eligibility. So if you self-identify as a person with a disability, whether that's a permanent mental or physical disability, that restricts your daily life. If you've not had an EI claim within the last 5 years, and also not being eligible for EI benefits or their other associated programs. You are a Canadian citizen, you hold refugee status, or you are a permanent resident. You do have to be legally entitled to work in Canada. And this is requiring assistance preparing for, obtaining, and maintaining employment or self-employment. People in this program need to be 17 plus and employment ready. Next slide, please. Okay, so what is the focus of Island Ops? We do have case management where we do a needs assessment and we can help determine which intervention would best meet your needs. We provide job coaching where we develop an action plan, provide one-on-one counseling, do resume and cover letter building, work on your interview skills. We do provide labor market information and other employment-related resources. We also are able to do job placement and job carving if we do have to sort of create a new role for our participants in the program. There's also follow-up support once you are in a work experience, a wage subsidy, or are employed. So once you're there, it's not like it just ends with us. So we do offer work experiences and have a wage subsidy as well. We can also help with short-term training and certificates. Generally, that's first aid, food safe, selling it right, serving it right, the list goes on. And then we also can help with self-employment. Next slide, please. So what else about this program? What I really like about Islands Ops is that we do work on a continuous intake. There are no in-class classroom sessions, so we're able to accept participants at any time. So we work with each participant individually. So your work can start as soon as you're accepted into this program. I have included the information for the website, our phone number, and an email address, and I will be popping that in the chat. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Next slide, please. Oh, hi again. My name is still Sarah Collins, and my pronouns are she, her. And now I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the Community Works program that we also offer at Ethos Career Management Group. I'm a job developer on the Community Works program, and I've been working on that program since 2019 when it started. Community Works focuses on the LGBTQ2S+ community and their allies. Next slide, please. So who is eligible for this program? You have to be LGBTQS+ or an ally and face barriers to employment. You can be unemployed or precariously employed. But you do have to be a Vancouver Island resident. This program is delivered 100% virtually, so you can be anywhere on the island. You must be a Canadian citizen and can't be a full-time student. We also cannot accept people who are participating in other provincially or federally funded programs. Next slide, please. So the focus of the Community Works program is on the job readiness skills, like a lot of the other programs that are being presented today. So we work on resumes and cover letters. We do interviews, we do networking sessions, and we also work on our job search strategies. But something specific to this program is that we have specialized LGBTQ2S+ content. We bring guest speakers in. We focus on your identity at work, talking about establishing boundaries of being out at work and other issues that the LGBTQ2S+ community faces within employment. We can help provide work supports and referrals. So that goes to the short-term training with the first aid programs, forklift training, serving it right, selling it right. There's a bunch of other ones as well. We can help folks with work gear, and we do also have a wage subsidy program. We offer individualized support within this program where each participant is matched with a job developer and an employment counselor that helps focus them on their job search. Next slide, please. So what else? Well, this is a 6-week course that you come into the classroom portion. You'll receive $25 a day stipend for participating. And then after the 6 weeks, you go into a real deep dive into your job search with your job developer. We have an upcoming session on December 6th, and we do have a few spots available in that. You see I've listed a couple of other sessions on here, but we are going all the way until December 2022. So if you are interested, please reach out to us so we can let you know about all of our upcoming intakes. I've got on here our contact information, but I will also be posting it in the chat, and I'm really looking forward to talking to some folks today in the breakout rooms. Thank you.
Hi, thanks. I'm Carly Cole. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm the Manager of Employment Services at John Howard Society of Victoria.
And my name is Jacqueline. I also use she, her pronouns, and I am a job coach with our youth employment programs here at John Howard.
So Jackie and I want to introduce the John Howard Society of Victoria free youth employment programs. I'll do next slide, please. Thanks. So here at John Howard, it's our job to help you. So if you're interested in getting paid for training and being eligible for wage subsidy, we've got a program here. If you're looking to get certificates such as first aid, food safe, fall protection, and other industry-specific certificates, we've got room here for you. And if you benefit from client-centered support, so work gear, we have completion bonuses for our training, we have counseling services. And if you're looking for group training, we have monthly intakes for 2- and 3-week groups. These are in person and it offers one-to-one support. Next slide, please.
Okay, thank you. So John Howard is a place where everyone belongs. Like a lot of the other programs, we offer the paid training. So we offer up to 30 hours a week at $15.20 an hour for some of our programs. We also do the wage subsidy, all that amazing stuff. But what makes us different is that we are very client-centered and we're just here to support you. So if you're lacking motivation, if you're lacking work experience, or you're just not getting responses from different jobs that you're applying for, we are here to help. We assist a variety of youth who are facing barriers to employment and honestly just need the extra support to get going. Job coaches like myself will help support you in finding a job that is the right fit for you. We're very person-centered and meet you completely where you're at. Another thing I always like to say to my clients is that you deserve it to dedicate either one day of training or up to 3 weeks of training. You deserve to dedicate that time to yourself to build a healthy routine, to get the right training, and also just helping, accepting support to get you employed. Other amazing bonuses that we offer is breakfast and lunch every single day. Carly and I here make amazing smoothies. We also make amazing breakfast sandwiches. And we get lunch from a variety of different local businesses around us. We also can support you with bus tickets to get you to and from the program every day. There's just lots of extra support to make it easy for you to get to our programs. And next slide. So our programs, our youth programs are offered to anyone under the age of 30. You can also be turning 31 in our program as well. And you can be as young as 15 to be eligible for our programs. So whether you're looking for one-to-one training or if you're looking for group training for 2 to 3 weeks, we definitely have a program for you. You can contact us today to speak to a job coach about these different opportunities. Like Carly said, we have programs running monthly, so there's always one about to start and we can get you signed up for one. And our main goal is to help you be successful and to help you realize your potential. Next slide. And if you guys don't already know, WorkBC is putting out a youth guide. So we'll have all of our information linked in that online youth guide to our website, to our Facebook, phone number, everything. If you want any more information about these opportunities, please reach out to me, Jacqueline, and I'd love to connect with you guys in the breakout rooms after. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jacqueline and Carly. I'm Danielle. I'm from WorkLink Employment Services. And so we're located out on the West Shore. We have 2 offices, one in Sooke and one in the Colwood area, which is on the corner of Sooke and Jacqueline. The programs that I'll be talking about today are the START program and the SAIL program. I'll start with the START program. The START program is a federally funded program for youth ages 15 to 30 who are unemployed, not in school, and who are actively looking for work. This program, it's a 14-week program. The first 6 weeks are in person, group format. We have youth between 8 or 10 participants in each group. During that time, the youth are paid $15.20 an hour for 30 hours a week to attend 9 to 3:30, Monday through Friday, our group sessions. And then the next 8 weeks is a work experience and with possibly a wage subsidy attached to it to support the youth that for the employers, so to offset the cost of training. So if there's an industry that you might be interested in getting into, we can support you that way during your 8-week work experience by helping the employer by reimbursing them with a wage subsidy. This also, during this time, will support you with any other supports that you might need as far as job start supports, if you're needing different clothing for work, if you just need bus passes, as well as just having somebody to talk to about what's going on for you. You know, if this is the first time you've been in a job or you're just getting back into the workforce, or if it's a new industry and you just need some extra support, we're there as well. During the group facilitation time, we divide our group work into 3 sections. The first is life skills, where we talk about communication, assertiveness, budgeting, for the rental market. We focus a lot on you know, working around like social anxiety and self-esteem. We know that a lot of times that's a barrier that the youth you as youth face, and it's maybe has held you back from getting a job because you're not sure exactly what that looks like. And so we spend a lot of time exploring that and hoping to build up your confidence and let you know that you're going to be successful in the job, and also do some career exploration around what the best job for you would be, you know, so you can go ahead and be successful in wherever you find work. We also then do like certificate training, some more, and then do the actual job search component, which we help with resume writing, interview practice, and as well as cover letters, and then help to find you work. We also just provide certificate training in first aid, food safe, serving it right, WHMIS, and then we've done some industry-specific training as well, where we've helped people get their security license, their early childhood education certificates, as well as flagging, if that's something that you're interested in. We also provide bus passes, interview wear, and brown bag lunch every day. Next slide. So if you're interested in the START program, you can contact myself or Laura at the number listed, or email us. Or if you just want to call the WorkLink office and ask for Danielle or Laura, we'll be happy to talk to you further about the program, as well as in the breakout room today. And we have our next cohort is starting Monday, December 6th. And so we're starting recruitment for that over the next couple of weeks. And so all you need to do to apply for our program is to give us a call or email us, and we'll get you to come in for an interview, which isn't really an interview. It's more just a conversation about what it is that you're looking for, and to see if we can be helpful to you. Next slide. Great. So the next program I want to talk to you about is the SAIL Youth Employment Program. And so the SAIL program is also federally funded. It's also for youth ages 15 to 30 who are unemployed, not in school, and are actively looking for work. But the difference is that it's an individualized program. And it's instead of being 6 weeks of in-class, you have a 2-week intensive program that's customized directly for you. And you'll be working one-on-one with our job developer, job coach, Megan. And she'll work with you to figure out what it is, what supports exactly that you need. And we can provide the same sort of thing, same workshops, same curriculum that's in START, but it's customized to you and what you need specifically. You also, during that 2-week period while you're working with Megan, you'll be paid $15.20 an hour for 30 hours a week. And then you're also eligible for the 8-week work experience and wage subsidy at the end of that. Again, we can provide those certificate training as well, but it can be more individualized for you, as well as all the job search component that the START program offers, but it's, again, customized for the individual, so specifically what they need. We also provide the interview wear in this program, bus pass, and other financial supports as needed. Next slide. So again, to apply for this program, you just need to call myself or Megan or email us. As well, you can talk to me further in the breakout room after this, or you can just call the WorkLink office and ask for either myself or Megan. The enrollment for this program is ongoing, so it's at any time. There's no specific date that you need to enroll by, so if you're interested, just give us a call. All right, thanks so much, and I look forward to talking to you in the breakout room.
Hi, everyone. Thank you to be still there. It's a lot of information, I know. So my name is Agnès Pileuse, and I am the coordinator of the program Youth at Work, as we say in French, is Jeunes au Travail, from the Collège Educacentre, and it's an employment services. And it's new in Victoria since just 2 months, so it's a real opportunity for you to join this program. So next, please. So are you a francophone? If you speak French and English, it's a real opportunity for you to join this program because you can take advantage of your bilingualism. So because the program is provided in both languages. So that's why we are here and now to help you to find a sustainable and meaningful job, as Gavin said at the beginning. And this is our goal too. And we are here to kickstart your career, to help you to find your path and your vocation if you don't know what to do. And if you know what to do, we can also help you to find certificates and most things that can help you to find a real job. So it's a paid training and a customized too, and it lasts 20 weeks. And if you think that you want to go back to study, we can help you too. We can support you to go back to study with short-term study like diploma and certificates. So this program is also funded by the Government of Canada's Youth Employment and Skills Strategy. Next, please. So as I was saying, it's 20 weeks full paid training. So it's 6 weeks of workshops where we are going to help you to boost your English level, for example, but also your French level if you need it. So really boost your languages level, and also help you to find your job. So coaching, training, and in English and in French, and how, as I was saying, obtain certificates and know how the labor market works in British Columbia too. And then 14 weeks of internship with a company. And also we support you till the end of the program and beyond. And also the most interesting is it's fully paid. So you have an allocation each week based on 30 hours per week. So yes, next please, I will make it short. So just you just need to be a citizen a permanent resident and an accepted refugee, and of course between 15 and 30 years old. This is a youth employment for out-of-school people too, and able to speak the official languages. Even if your level is not good, we are here to help you to improve it. So that's why if you speak a bit of French and English, this program is for you. So we have several sessions per year, so you can join. You can contact us whenever you want, and we can help you to enter the next cohort when you want. Next, please. So just a few words about the college Educacentre. The French college is the only one in British Columbia. We have several campuses and also a virtual campus that can help you to work online, remote, and in presence. We also provide employment services and settlement services too. And we offer study like diploma and certificates in education, in healthcare, and tourism. If ever you are interested, please, you can go on the website and study the guide of collegial studies. This is very interesting to know that what we provide as services. And yes, that's all. Thank you. Next, please. Many things to say, but you know, it's a longer term. So thank you for your attention. Thank you for listening. And if you have any question, I will be there in the break room after this. So my name is Agnès Pilos. You can join me by email, and you can scan the QR code also. And the campus is in Victoria, and also we do it remotely and in presence in Victoria. So that's it. Thank you very much, Gavin, for the slide. And Trina, if you want to follow, it's your turn now. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging in. I'll give you the heads up. I think I'm the last person. So for your last bit of attention for today, welcome to Interview Me. This is a program brought to you by the Greater Vancouver YMCA, as well as Opportunity for All Youth. Next slide. So what is Opportunity for All Youth? I think we skipped one. But there we go, we're a coalition, which is like a partnership of national employers, community partners like myself at the YMCA, and the Government of Canada. And it's our aim to guarantee greater access to interviews for job opportunities to young and diverse talent. Next slide. We want to change the youth employment system so that all the youth in Canada have a fair access to economic opportunity and, of course, prosperity. Next slide. So how do we propose to do this? Well, with the Interview Me program, we provide guaranteed interviews with local employers. We support you with free interview preparation, and they help you land the job. Next. So these are a few of the companies that we're working with. And the conversations with these companies start at the national level, and eventually you'll see that partnership come down to a hiring event with Walmart, The Source, Concentrix, O2E, Starbucks, Home Depot, just to name a few. We've done McDonald's and Home Depot and TELUS in your area, and we're looking forward to a couple of new ones coming up. Next slide. So to register with us, you can be involved in the Youth Employment Program. Any one of these great people that I've talked today and that have these awesome opportunities for you. You can be joining one of their groups, but as well still be registered with us. You need to be legally entitled to work in Canada, which is anyone from a Canadian citizen, permanent resident, protected persons. You can be on a work visa. You can also be an international student. As well, you just need to be youth, which by definition, you've heard a lot of today, is between the ages of 15 to 30. Next slide. So what do you expect once you registered with us? So you'll get a call by an employment coach, which is typically me, and we will register you for the event. So big heads up for today is that we have 2 scheduled events in Victoria this month. We have Starbucks are doing interviews on November 18th, and Walmart. There's a new store opening up in Victoria, and they're still hiring like mad. So they're doing their interviews on November 24th. So when I call you, we can register you for one or both of these events. And I will then ask you to complete any application requirements. If maybe you need to sign up online to the company just so that you're in their system, or maybe I need to collect your resume. Then we'll get you the invite to the prep session. Everything's on Zoom, so I'll send you the Zoom link. And, and then finally, those who attend the prep session will get the Zoom link to the interviews. So what happens if you don't want to join one of those interviews? It's no problem. You can stay in the community to hear about other opportunities. Next slide. So when you join one of our events, this is what it looks like. A hiring event is we all join in a main room and a Zoom room. You and I will go into a tech room, hang out. I'll check your cameras. I'll check your audio, make sure you're feeling okay. And then one by one, you just get moved into a breakout room with an interviewer where your interview will last about 10 to 15 minutes. Once you're done, you can leave your breakout room, come back to me, hang out, and we'll say goodbye, talk about next steps, make sure you know what happens next, and then you may go. So it's as simple as that, and you don't even have to leave your house. Next slide. So what some youth have been saying about it is that they were nervous before their interviews. Some of them, they were their first interviews ever. But because of their preparation, they did talk confidently. And some, like JC was saying, that you get better when you gain experience, and the only way to get that experience is putting yourself out there. And we could be a way for you to do that. Next slide. So what are some other opportunities? If you join and decide not to participate in one of the events that we have going on, that's totally cool. We have free express workshops that you will receive links for and can just sign yourself up if that's of interest to you. You'll stay in the know of the latest interviews. We'll email you out as soon as we book anything new. And you'll be first to hear about any perks from O4AY, because sometimes they run youth events and they like to give away some free things to be participating in that. Next slide. So I'll be putting this in the chat, the sign-up form, and anybody who does register today with us, and when I call you and ask you how you heard about O4AY and Interview Me, you can say, I heard it from the YEP, the Youth Employment Programs. Just say the YEP event, and I will enter you to win a Starbucks gift card, courtesy of one of our favorite partners, Starbucks. Next slide. And last words from our friend Austin from Youth to you is don't give up. You can do it. You put in the work and you have the right people supporting you, you will succeed. And the right people are in this room right now. So next slide. Looking forward to talking to you. If you have any questions, I'll see you in the breakout room. There's our socials, and I'll put our link in the chat as well.
Thank you very much, Trina. Thank you to all of our presenters. Sorry for any technical problems with the slides here and there. I had a bit of a lag going on, but thank you for bearing with us. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. I'd like to say, Heichka, thank you. I know this was a ton of information. There are so many youth employment programs that sometimes I have trouble keeping them all straight. I will let you know that we are going to send you a digital guide with posters for all of these programs with highlights that they talked about and their contact information to make it easy for you to reach out to them and follow up and find out about new opportunities. If you'd like to talk to any of the programs that presented today, we are going to set up breakout rooms so you can pop in there and ask your questions. We'll get those set up right now. Just bear with me as I work through the technical side of that.